tonight?
Well, good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Jason over here, Signature Esports. A pleasure it is to have you here live and in charge. Going to have a quick little warm-up session, a little tribute to the 13 Fallen here as they get ready to line up. There's going to be some drivers that you're going to see out here that are going to take care of some things for you. A slight warm-up session where you're going to see 13 drivers come out here and pay tribute to the 13 fallen that were lost in Afghanistan here recently. They're going to line up here as you're going to see them kind of take the field. They're going to take Cody McKinney to the front here. That's what they're going to see. You're going to see a line of trucks 3 by 3 by 3 by 2 for everybody out here as they're going to come up and line up here in just a second. This is for the 13 service members killed in Afghanistan here. This is this last Wednesday, Thursday. We heard about it on the news, and you're going to see an awesome tribute here from the drivers of the International Virtual Racing League and the Pinkett Ford Truck Series right here on Signature Esports. 3 by 3 by 3 by 2, offering a moment of silence for the beautiful tribute that they have here. And as they come around, you will watch Cody McKinney here leave a gap to honor the 13 that have lost their lives in remembrance to their service to our country. Those 13 service members, I will read them off to you now. Marine Corps Lance Corporal David Espinoza, 20 years old, of Rio Bravo, Texas. Marine Corps Sergeant Nicole G., 23, of Roseville, California. Marine Corps Staff Sergeant Darren Taylor Hoover, 31, of Utah. Army Staff Sergeant Ryan Knaus, 23, of Corrienton, Tennessee. Marine Corps Corporal Hunter Lopez, 22, of Indio, California. Marine Corps Lance Corporal Riley McCollum, 20, of Jackson, Wyoming. Marine Corps Lance Corporal Dylan Morello, 20, of Rancho Cucamonga. Marine Corps Lance Corporal Kareem Nikuo, 20, of Norco, California. Marine Corps Dagan William Tyler Page, 23, of Omaha. Johanny Rosario, 25, of Lawrence, Massachusetts, Marine Corps Sergeant. Marine Corps Corporal Humberto Sanchez, 22, of Logansport, Indiana. Marine Corps Lance Corporal Jared Schmitz, 20, of Wentzville, Missouri. Navy Hospital Corpsman Max Soviak, 22, of Berlin Heights, Ohio. And as I do that, as they paid the tribute here for the drivers, taps on your screen. Moment of silence. We honor our fallen and are victorious in our nation. And our love and prayers go out to the families involved. And, of course, to all those who are continuously serving and will continue to serve or have served in the past. We look forward to seeing you in our brighter future. From all of us over here at Signature Esports and the International Virtual Racing League, we thank you for this tribute. And now we get to it here as things are going to be ready to rock and roll in the best of all situations. We are going to take a look and see who's going to be our starting grid. But first, our Grand Marshal Top Esports. Appreciate you very much out there. Our Grand Marshal for the race today is going to be Richard Michael. We're going to send that up on your screen right there on the bottom. Here's a little special message from him as they get ready to kick things off here.
Tonight, the International Virtual Racing League is paying tribute to those heroes that gave the ultimate sacrifice earlier this week. I speak for all service members when I say we mourn with the families when we lose a soldier. As we race around this track, I want to let you know that these soldiers and their families are in our thoughts and in our prayers. So with that being said, gentlemen, start your engines.
And they are already getting it for us here. We appreciate Mr. Michael out there doing that call to action. I was trying to get everything. The festivities just kind of work for us. We try to get everybody taken care of all at once. And thank you very much for Rich being our Mr. Richard Michael being our Grand Marshal, Army veteran there. They sounded off. They're ready to roll. We're going to take a look and see what our starting grid is here real quick. Cody McKinney, Landon Lacey, that's going to be the top two there at Chicagoland, 143, 95 laps here, 1.5 miles in length, 1.51 miles, something right around there. Luke Knupp, we saw him have a great week last week. Randy Henshaw, the second, is going to be there in that second row. Nick Goebel, Nash Fry there, row number 3, Corbin Balke, and Keaton Swain there in the number 8 spot. That's going to be row 4. Stephen Proser, Tyler Brown. That's going to be row number 5. Michael York and Mr. Cliver. That's going to be there in row number 6. Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. I got to hurry up real quick. Tommy Schaefer, Tyler Warner, Jaden Gimbel, Charles Jurek out there, Stan Carnathan out there, Stephen McLennan, Terry Radford, Derek Schilling, all the way through row 10, Joey McKinney, George Jewell, Harvey Abrams, Bradley Rivers. That's going to be the drivers there. They're going to be Green Flag Racing. And there's quite a few more there at the tail end of that. We're going to take a look and kind of to see where everybody rolls through here. That was at least through the field. The open setup's ready to rock and roll. 4 tire changes, 80% fuel, and we're ready to have a blast here. Top Esports going to be the white flag sponsor and basically the end of the race sponsor. Basically from that white flag all the way on. That's the guy out there. So go and follow him on Twitch, twitch.tv/Top Esports 77 there. There's going to be a lot of driving here on multiple lines. Nick Goebel looked like he just went off track there. And looks like some trouble out of turn 4. You got to get these tires heated up. You've got to get yourself into a positive situation, gaining those speeds. Here's Nick Goebel. He's back on the track. He has the 53 there. There's the 43. A little bit slow on the exit right there. James Jetty right there in the 43 driving a Lumar Chevy. Looks like he's a little bit slow there. Luke Knupp is carrying the speed around. He is in to the front stretch, doing really well. I tell you what, Chicagoland is one heck of a fast track. If you have not driven it on iRacing, I highly encourage it. It's a very fast track, one of the fastest in. It's 77 down to touch the bottom apron. You don't want to hit the flat spots of this. This is a big D-shaped racetrack. It's not necessarily very straight on the backstretch. As we'll take a look at the race information here in just a second. Actually, we can do that right now. Race information. Look at that shape of that track. It's curved on the backstretch. It's not very straight. So you're basically driving on a curved stretch the entire time. So absolutely Incredible to see these guys run the speed, 1.53 miles in length. Track temperature, 116 degrees right now. Very, very heavy. And the 78-degree air temperature is going to be a big factor. Partly cloudy skies. Well, if it gets cloudy out there on the racing surface, they're going to be able to get some grip in that turn. So some of these drivers might be hoping for a little bit of cloud cover as the time progresses. But for the time being, they're not doing so. Pinkett4.org. You got to go out there and find that website. Find a way to donate and do what you can, because absolutely, absolutely treasured cause to be a part of. So we appreciate them being the title sponsor for the IVRL Truck Series. Pinkett4.org is where you need to go and make sure you do that. Right now, Luke Knupp having a good day. He's up 2 spots from third. Wanted to go over the rest of the starting grid. We'll take a look at that. It's going to be maybe up on your grid. We're going to show it here. Let's see if we can show it. It's not going to let me show it. Come on, man. It does. It's all right. Let's see. James Jitty started. He's in the pits. Had to start the race. Nick Goebel, he started 5th. He's off to 29th right now. Landon Lacey, the number 53. He started up front, too. He's that number 28 spot right now, the number 53 spot. Off 2 spots, there's my man, Charles Van Scoik. He's in the number 23 truck. He's tracking down Jeremy Robbins up 2 spots. As he started 28th, is in 26th. Terry Radford, the number 3, off 6th, started 19th and 25th. Harvey Abrams off 1, started 23rd and 24th. Patrick Gaspar right there up 4, the number 86 truck. Trying to track down Richard Hurst at number 15. Remember, I secretly root for the 15. Doesn't really matter who you are, because it's my number. Up 7, he started 29th and 22nd. He's tracking down Ryan Anderson, the number 20 truck. He's up 5 spots. He started in 26th. He's in 21st. Joey McKinney started 21st. And the number 18 truck there in 20th. George Jewell, the 07, holding on to that 19th spot up 3. McLennan, the man himself, our New Zealand driver, he is right there in that number 88. He's off 1, but he's battling with the driver. He took that away. He is in 19th. George Jewell, the 07, trying to go to the outside. Derek Schilling, the number 87, up 3. He started 20th. He's in 17th. Stan Carnathan, there he is. He's up 1 spot, the number 25, rolling through the gears, trying to get to the inside of the 87, trying to make that clear. Bradley Rivers, the number 69, driving the Rep Sports NXT Chevy Silverado, holding on for 15th, up 9 from 24th. Up 1 as well. Jaden Gimbel, the number 81, that Toyota is up 1 spot. He's into 14th, but he's tracking down Mr. Jurek. And Mr. Jurek in the number 76 Ford. The Fallout Ford, he is there up 3 spots in 13th. Tyler Warner, the number 33, in that 12th spot, started 14th. Tommy Schaefer up 2 as well. He's in 11th. Michael York, the number 5, holding on to that Chevy in 10th, up 1 spot. Ryan Cliver up 3. The number 9 spot is in that 2, belongs to that 2, that Ford right there. Keaton Swain and company, the 95, about to be 2 and 3 wide, has Prosser there, the number 68, that Chevy right there in front of him, the 21 of Randy Henshaw to the outside off 2 spots is Randy, as that 21 starts to carry around. He started 4th. Carbon Balky right there in that number 4 truck. We've had a chance to talk to him. He's having a great day. Tyler Brown, the number 22, Bass Pro Chevy Silverado. He's up 6. He started 10th. He's in 4th. Nash Fry trying to track down Cody McKinney, who was your pole sitter, was able to carry in that Ford, and now he's trying to get to the inside of Luke Knupp. High line running for everybody here. First caution's going to come out. Looks like Ryan Anderson involved, and we will take a look at what happened there. As we went through the field there through our first 10 laps, let's take a look and see what happened. Ryan Anderson sideways a little bit. Not that bad. He was into the 66 there just a little bit. Let's back it up. Back it up. Cave 20. Oh, looks like the 86, not the 26. So apologies about that. So he and the 86 were side by side. Looked like the 86 had more of a high line run. He was able to carry the backstretch really well. Was there to the back quarter. Oh, he tapped the wall a little bit. Ran out of room. And so a little contact on the from the 86. The 86 hit the. That's why I like that far chase view. That far chase view allows you to see quite a bit. Hopefully everybody out there is having a fantastic evening. A reminder to give it a like and follow on all the platforms, Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. We are live on all 3, and share it over to the groups. I appreciate you very much. Let's take a look on Facebook and see who did all the sharing and liking. because I think we had quite a bit of it. So we will see that here in just a second. Jeremy says we're going to do it tonight. Shasta became a follower. Thank you, Shasta. I appreciate you again. I thought you were already a follower. I know you liked before. Steve, thanks for the love out there. Mike's, thanks for the love out there as well. Brian, thank you for the like. Harvey, thanks for sharing and liking the stream. I shared it out there to all the Facebook groups. George, thanks for the like out there. McKinney Racing, thank you for the share. And then the International Virtual Racing League giving a big share out there as well. Thank you to everybody out there for doing so. The more likes, the more comments that we get, which you have to appreciate. Go Terry, says Kirby Racing out there on Twitch. I appreciate you. The more that you interact, the better off that we're going to be able to be here. Give these folks the much love and they deserve for this league. Gives the exposure to the Pinkett Ford Series and gives it exposure for the drivers. We want to make sure that they are as impressive as they can be. And a very awesome tribute at the beginning of the race. Once this becomes rewindable for you, so to speak, go out there and rewatch the beginning of the race. The awesome tribute these folks were able to take care of, and much love to each and every one of them as they come around and meet back up with the pace car. It does look like Keaton Swain's going to be your new race leader. He's going to be right there with the pace car here at Chicagoland. 95 laps, 4 sets of tires, and that is about as impressive as you're going to be able to see. Gaspar coming out of pit road. He needed to get some stuff fixed. Richard Hurst in the number 15. He's got a little bit of right side damage, so he's going to be in and out of pit road himself. Keaton Swain's going to lead him around here, and we're going to go back to double file to get the race ready to rock and roll. 15 back on the lead lap after in and off pit road. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. 80% fuel. That would give them around this track something like 33 to 37 laps of fuel, so very, very good to see, very encourageable to see, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Let me pull up all of the fantastic stuff out there. Let me see if I can pull up Twitch. I want to make sure I can see some of the stuff. The stream chat out there. Very much, very good love. Judge Judy Slayer is my newest follower on Twitch. Appreciate you very much. I will make sure to get out there and follow you back. I follow on Twitch. I follow everybody that follows me, and you know, if I'm on watching Twitch, I try to share streams and do what I can. So thank you very much to everybody out there that's watching and following on Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, and all that stuff. YouTube is absolutely. Hey, YouTube kind of manages itself. I encourage people to get out there and have some fun. Here pretty soon, I'm going to start doing some videos on broadcasting as well when it comes to iRacing, how to set the stuff up, how to get things rock and rolling, answer questions out there, because I get private messages all the time on Discord and on my personal Facebook page about how to get involved in doing this, because there, sometimes it's just easier if you have your own leagues to broadcast yourself. Even though I encourage you to, hire a broadcaster, you're hiring for influence. That's what you're doing. You're hiring for the setup, the followers, just kind of everything that you're doing. But if you want to get out there and you want to not just broadcast, you want to stream yourself, I've got ways that I do it that makes it very, very easy to do it. Set up microphone settings to overlays to just everything that you can do. So if you want to be a part of that, hit up our Facebook page. Let me know that you want to do it. And we'll do that. I need to, I disabled messages because I was getting some spam, but I'll have to re-enable those messages. I mean, spam by that somebody was trying to hack my Facebook account. It's crazy. Don't do that. 95, 1, 77, 6, 4, 68. That's going to be the 3 rows of drivers there. We're going to be ready to go here in just a moment as the pace car is ready to dive into pit road. Green flag's going to wave once again from Barney the man. 95 of Swain's going to have Cody McKinney right there. Luton Up was fastest, was able to get around the 1, but the 1 was fastest in qualifying. So we're going to kind of see what happens here as the 95 gets into turn 1. He's going to be ready to rock and roll. Keaton having a great afternoon so far. Thank you to everybody out there for commenting, sharing it, doing all that stuff. Much love. 77 right up there with the 95. The 2 Toyotas trying to work together. There's a Ford in the form of Cody McKinney. 77 to the inside of the 95. 3 wide on the exit of 4 as the 6 is there at the bottom. There's the 1. 1's going to check up just a little bit. Crossover move from the 4. The 4 dives down. Still 3 wide as the 95 gets a big shove. 4 wide now as they get into turn 1. They're going to settle into 3 wide. 95's going to be there. Man, oh man, they're rolling. Nash Fry, the number 6, able to carry to the outstretched hand. He's going to have the 4 right behind him. Man, oh man. Toyota out front, Luton up there in the 77, 6-4. Then, caution once again. 95 is going to be back to 5th. Corbin Balk back here. Man, oh man. Charles Jurek off track with Nick Goebel. Here's the 70. Oh, the 9 gets down into Mr. Jurek there. Oh, man. Hold on. Let's take a look. This was the Punisher 9, one of the Marvel series. Now, they were supposed to have a contest for Chicagoland. We're going to have to, because of what they did here for the tribute, we will push that contest off. The best Marvel truck that we have out here, I think it was Marvel versus DC. We'll have to get that information on our Facebook page. Read a look. Here's the 9 right here, 76 to the inside. There's the 81 behind. The 9 came down to avoid the 88 because of the checkup there. Man, and the 76 off track, and then the 24 of Nick Goebel, a lot of collateral damage back here. Goebel able to save it, just maybe a little bit of damage there. Man, oh man, don't hit the Fallout truck. It's not supposed to look like that. I'm just saying. Keaton Swain in on pit road right now as he goes around. Luke Nupp will be your race leader. He's going to have Fry, Balke, and McKinney there in that third, fourth, or that second, third, and fourth spots right there. Prosser in the number 68. There's Steve. The Ariat, Chevy, Silverado, Allens, Austin, Texas. There's Salt Badge on the bottom left corner panel of that. You see that right there. Very cool. I like that truck. Ryan in the overhead view. I want to look at Cody McKinney's bed of his truck real quick as we'll look at the chase view. There's the innovations. I think we have to look at the far chase view. It's not going to show me. Hold on. Hold the phone. Chopper? Folks, I'm gonna go to the far chase view. We're gonna do something typically that I don't do here. I want you to see the back of the truck, the top of the truck right here. There's several of these drivers right here that have done this right there. I usually don't do that. I usually have all this stuff set up for you, and I apologize about not doing it. There are all the names of all of the 13 that that passed away. There's several trucks on the field that you're going to be able to see here. But man, isn't that crazy? There's all of the names of the fallen 13 that lost their lives just a few weeks ago, or just less than a week ago, there in Afghanistan. And so I try to, I get asked quite a bit, my opinion on things, and I try to keep that stuff to myself. I don't necessarily have a political opinion out there, because the moment that you involve politics, and the moment that you're gonna irritate somebody, and I want everybody to just get along and be happy. I can tell you what party I vote for, but it doesn't necessarily define who I am. You know what I mean? But I was in the Army. I was in the Army for many years, and I served in OEF and OIF 1 and 2. And I will tell you that to see that we've lost more soldiers in Afghanistan, it does something to fuel the fire inside, if that makes any sense to you. So that is about as political as I get. But I do not want to see these soldiers to have died in vain. That's for darn sure. These soldiers, these Marines, these sailors, just absolutely insane. And my hearts go out, and it bleeds for the families out there. And but we do have a great cause here, and these drivers are showing how much of a patriot they are by putting out a tribute before the start of the race, and just absolutely incredible that they would take the time to do that. So again, my hat's off to them. And a big special thank you to Richard Michael, who was our who's an Army veteran himself, to get out there to be our Grand Marshal. If you want to be the Grand Marshal here for the IVRL, you can go and get a hold of them on their Facebook group, the International Virtual Racing League Facebook group. By all means, get out there and be a part of that. I encourage you to join that group and communicate with the drivers. You can be fans with them. And if you want to be the Grand Marshal, no doubt that Cody McKinney and all the guys over there, Randy Henshaw, would love to have you. Pace car is going to go off on a pit road. Second caution happens. Just getting with it. That's what was going on. The hard-pressed racing's not done yet. Luton Up's going to restart this race as they're going to be here on the front stretch. Green flag's going to wave. They're going to be going again. 77-6. Good jump from the 77. That Toyota ready to rock and roll. Bulky to the inside of the 6. The 4 and the 6 side by side. Turn 4 parallel teammates. 4 is going to be down to the bottom. 77 looking to try to be split as the 77 is nowhere to go. 6 is going to be there to the back bumper. Crossover move. 77 and up trying to hold on to where he was at, but he falls back to second. And right now these Chevys are rolling. Cody McKinney there in 4th, has the 68 of Steve Prosser there to the back bumper with the 2 there as well. Cliver side by side with the drivers. Draft super important here for every single one of these drivers, and I will tell you that they are not done yet. 4, 6, 77, mid and high line. The 6 is going to be their side drafting with the 77. 77 utilizing the high line, trying to pull Cody McKinney with him. And man, turn 3 is busy. 1, 2, 3. Let's roll through the field. Steve McClendon having some issues here, but he's got a whole lot of company. 17 right there with him. Little rear damage for all of the trucks, but they're 3 and 4 wide. Trying to come around to the front stretch. About the only place that you can do it safely. Man, they're moving. 17 inside. Jeremy Robbins up 13 spots. He's like, let's go. Got to make it work. 88 in and out just a little bit. As Steve has a fantastic drive in his books as well. Up a couple of spots from the start of the race, but Jeremy Robbins really starting to make people sweat. Derek Schilling to number 87. He's up a lot. He's got Keaton Swain right behind him. Keaton went in there. Looks like a pretty nice league. Thank you very much. I appreciate you, sir. Mr. Tony, it's good to see you out there. These guys are absolutely a lot of fun. The IVRL, very, 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 very much a great league, and pleasure to be a part of it. Good to see you out there. You guys are getting ready to race yourself, Full Wide Racing League, I do believe, tomorrow. What are you guys doing today? Luton up in second, trying to make it work. 77, trying to hold on to it. As you see, inside, outside for 77. 6 of Nash Fry there in 3rd, trying to close the distance to the back bumper of the 77. Just goofing. Killer, man. Appreciate you getting out there watching. These guys are... This is a good group of drivers. They have a good series. They're getting ready to start an Xfinity series, too. I don't know if you guys... I know you guys were talking about an Xfinity series. I don't know if you've got... Oh, not these guys. That was the Kickin' Asphalt. That's who that was. Yes, sir. Tony is the reason, for those who are out there, Tony Kiv right there on Twitch, he is the reason that I have this one little saying, and now I've got to find it because I moved everything around from the other stuff. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Oh, there it is.
Come on, man.
Yep, as the 6 falls back here just a little bit, a little right side damage from him as he's going to back out of it. Try to battle up there in the front. Didn't really get it. Watched him do that. I was not paying attention. He kind of hit the wall there just a little bit. There's the come on man from our good friend Tony Kivitt out there. Follow him on Twitch, twitch.tv/TONYKIV. That'll be the man. Corbin trying to outstretch his hand and lead a little bit further as Luke Nupp is really going to have to utilize that draft as best as he can. Trying to carry himself forward. 477-1. That's going to be the top 3 drivers. Cody McKinney, who is the guy that kind of organizes things here. Trying to work his way back to the front. Long run speed, usually for McKinney. He and Joey usually have a good run there towards the end. But Joey looks like he is on pit road getting some stuff fixed. Landon Lacey off 8 spots. Now 9 as the 95 goes around. There's a Marine truck in the form of the 53. The few, the proud, moving and grooving for him there as he tries to hold off the 95 there to the inside. Stan Carnathan, the number 25 truck. We talked about him being an Eagles fan last week. Well, there he is, the Chevy Silverado holding on to it. The 9 coming off pit road this time by. Looks like Harvey Abrams driving the Punisher truck, the Punisher series. Big with these drivers. It looks like he is staying down low. He's getting some stuff fixed. I think he's got a little bit more than he needs to do. But on the back of his truck, once again, they are carrying the names of the folks that did lose their lives in Afghanistan. The 4/10 of a second over McKinney. McKinney starting he got around Luke Knopp, and so did the 68 of Prosser. So changing things up. Chevy, Ford, Chevy, Toyota, and then another Ford. Ryan Cliver, the number 2, holding on to it. Cody McKinney was not only your pole sitter, but one of the fastest trucks in practice as he carries forward, tries to make some moves. Appreciate you out there, Tony. Really, really, very much. Sure chatting it up out there. Gotta figure out who else is live. Big old love. Thomas, thanks for the love out there. Appreciate you very much. Is that hero or hero? It's a different spelling. 32 of 95. We're not quite a third of the way, but we're going to be able to see it. Good to see all of our folks out there watching. Absolutely amazing job. 4 being tracked down now by the 1. They've got a good separation, these two drivers do. 1.6 seconds between the 4 and the 68. But I tell you what, Cody McKinney trying to figure some things out here. He might be able to make this work as he get around. He pulls a little bit of draft off the 6. As the 6 gets up to speed, he's got that right side damage that's being very defiant to his truck right there. He was up there in 3rd whenever it looked like he got into the wall, and then now he is running about as off pace as you can ask. First car 1 lap down to number 6. He would be the lucky dog in this situation as Balky in the number 4 truck tries to hold off McKinney in the 1. We're going to roll through the field one more time. Let's look at your top 15. Jeremy Robbins up 13 spots, trying to get to the inside of the 69, as the 69 is up 10 spots, trying to utilize the high line. The Ford drafting the Chevy in and out as they roll through the gears, making it work. They are tracking down Bradley Rivers. It does look like Charles Jurek is still in 16th, so he's got a little bit of damage, but he's holding on to it. There is, looks like the 22 there of Tyler Brown, who has the Bass Pro Shop number, Chevy Silverado. He came to pit road on lap 16. He was a lap down, but now trying to roll through it and make it work as well. So good run for him as he stands. Jeremy picks up 14th over Derek Schilling, the number 87, falling off pace just a little bit. Don't forget, he says, the number 87. I like his paint scheme right now. It's doing pretty darn good. But the 76 of Jurek, he looks like he's still fast. No matter way you look at it, he's going to pull a slide job in front of the 22 and try to get around the 87 here. Charles Jurek in 15th, Jeremy Robbins in 14th, Bradley Rivers in 13th, up 11 spots. The 69 still trying to hold off the 17 behind him. Randy Henshaw, the second, he is off 8 spots. He started 4th, but he's still carrying good speed. His last lap, a little bit slower. He might have gotten a little bit free on that one. He was a 33.07, but 0.2 of a second slower than George Jewell in front of him. The 07 holding on to 11th, up 11 spots, started 22nd, still carrying. Shop online now. What does it say? Hold on. You know me, I like to shout out random sponsors and random people. Not necessarily a sponsor. I don't even know that they're a sponsor. It might be his sponsor. Oh, Chevy.com/accessories. Shop online now, it says. Hey, you never know. Thought it might have been a local shop. Ryan Cliver, the number 2 truck, has the Verizon. Whoa, into the wall. Somebody going down. Caution's going to come out. Landon Lacey having an issue there. That was the 53. We saw some swerving going on there. Here's Landon Lacey, the number 53 truck, down to the bottom. when he came up into, looked like the 77 was there. Oh, man! Holy cow! Oi. All right. Here we go. On board, Landon Lacey, bottom line. Comes up, finds himself middle. Oh, just a little bit too much. Oh, engine blown. Oi. Vey. Oh, man. How do we look at that again? One more time. We're going to look at it again. Sorry, Landon. 53 down, 77's there. 77's got the draft of the 40. 53 was clear, kind of, but the 77 was right there. He hit the wall so hard he went backwards. Man. The few, the proud, and ouchie. Everybody coming to pit road. Mr. Bulky in on pit road this time by. Oh, man. All right. Well, you know what's coming. The number 53. My friend. Get the helicopter award. Landon Lacey. Heavily involved in that truck. That would be the patented helicopter award. And that is brought to you by all of those folks, all of our fine folks over at Drinking Bros Racing. That's how I look at it. Get it, Drinking Bros. I can't even remember the first time I did the helicopter award. All I know is that I found it. I was trying to find the bulldozer, and I made that. I was like, it'd be really cool because people spin on their tops all the time. Well, that's how we made that work, and here we go. A lot of fun. Been quite interesting, that's for darn sure. All righty, folks, we're going to go back to Green Flag Racing here as Cody McKinney is going to be. It looks like Cody McKinney won the race off of pit road here. He's got a few trucks looking for a free pass as they're ready to get this thing back underway. Just about halfway through the race as they come around. Complete lap 40 under caution. Still some drivers looking for some pit road time. Tyler Brown, the 22, one of those. He was your lucky dog, so he's going to be back on the lead lap. It does look like. RV Abrams 9 laps down. Looks like he is back out there still competing, so it's good to see. Joey McKinney, the 18, in front of him, looking for a free pass. It does look like Terry Radford out there as well. The number 3 truck in 27th off 8 spots. So Tyler Warner, the 33, coming down pit road to get a little bit more fixed. And they're still rolling. Hope you're having a fantastic evening out there. Reminder, like, follow, share on all the platforms, Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. Signature Esports is our handle on all of those. So if you go youtube.com/Signature Esports, it'll be our channel. If you go to twitch.tv/Signature Esports, that will be our channel. Facebook.com/Signature Esports, of course, that will be our channel as well. Website is about to be back up here very soon as well. Trying to work some things out with our new server. For those who knew that was going on, we had our server go down, so signatureesports.com will be back up here in a little bit. And then our development will be going as well as far as our a game that we're working on. PC development is working out as well. Partnerships with a lot of folks. That's happening. Enjoying just kind of what we're doing here. So it's going to be good. Pace Car releases the free pass cars, or the, what do I call the virtual iRacing eNASCAR officials. Restart's about to happen. What happened to the 77? Luke Nupp way back here in 19th. He was just doing some things. Looks like he might have gotten a penalty. Maybe he getting some damage fixed as well. He's in 19th, still in the lead lap. Speaking of cars in the lead lap, how many are 22 cars on the lead lap? The 33 being the last of those cars, or of trucks, not cars, trucks, mind you. So that's kind of the way it goes. Cody McKinney, your pole sitter, is going to restart on the outside. The 4 of Balky down to the bottom. York in the 5 is going to pull up that 3rd spot.
But with Prosser there as well on the outside. Steve having a fantastic day. In fourth at the moment. 4:1:5 68.95 in the 25. His car's going to dive off onto pit road. Green flag racing is going to resume right here. McKinney, good jump to the outside, ready to rock and roll and try to lead them around for the rest of the race. They're going to have to at least have one more green flag pit stop as the one gets up to speed. 4 is going to be down to the bottom, side-by-side racing into turn 2 for the lead here as the 4 tries to carry. He gets a little bit loose on the bottom of that white line. Here at Chicagoland, you don't want to hit that bottom. That bottom is it's got a flat spot in it. It's pretty darn evil. Balky trying to be out front. We know that McKinney is faster on the long runs and was catching the 4 quick, fast, in a hurry. Now McKinney just needs his tires to warm up and get back into the swing of things. Michael York, the 5 truck, trying to utilize the lessons from the 4 in front of him, and is doing so. Keaton Swain holding off to that 4 spot, up 4 spots as his caution comes out. Jeremy Robbins, McLennan, Nupp, everybody. Robbins was having a fantastic day, and now what happened here is the 23 right there, 17. When I talked about hitting that white line down there, if you hit that white line, it slows your truck up about 10 or 15 miles an hour, and man, oh man. One more time. Let's take a look at that. We're going to stop it right there. Far chase view. And watch quarter speed here. 17 right there to the back bumper of the 23, it looks like right there. And the 40 was there. And man! Nick Goebel didn't get any part of that. It's crazy. Alrighty. Take a look one more time here. These drivers were able to slow it down. Man, oh man. Luke, how did Luke get involved in that? I think he just kind of slowed down. Went off track to avoid. Here we go. Luke Nupp was back here. He does have some heavy right side damage. So I think he just got on the brakes, held on to it, got into the grass a little bit, trying to avoid all of that. So did McLennan and company. All right. Balky out front, McKinney, York, Swain, Stan Carnathan, Steve in the 68, Ryan Cliver in the 7th spot, up 5. Bradley Rivers, the number 69, he is up 16 spots. Jeremy on pit road now. Still, man, Jeremy was having a pretty phenomenal day. And, I mean, that truck. Jeremy, your truck just looks like it's saying, ouch. Thank you to everybody out there watching on YouTube. We much appreciation to each and every one of you. 4 of Balky there. Corbin just able to get those restarts really nicely. The more cautions they have, the more that it's motor gone, 30 minutes of repair. Man, Jeremy. That white line's the devil. That white line. If you flatten yourself out on that, it slows you up. There's nowhere, especially if somebody is right on your tail, kind of like what was going on with the I think it was a 40 right there. It will realistically just put everybody in a bad situation. But once you're down there, you kind of you can't jerk the wheel back up, because then you're really going to do more damage than what it's worth, not just to you, but to some of the other drivers that could have been much worse. So the best thing that you can do is just kind of ride it out and try to get yourself back up to speed. But it's kind of like driving on pavement and then hitting the rocks and knowing that you're going to be kind of going everywhere. So, Jeremy, hats off to you. At least you were out there running. Appreciate you running the scheme that you were running, too. That was pretty darn awesome. The 4, the 1, the 5, the 95, that's going to be the drivers there in the front 2 rows when we go back to green flag racing right here. These trucks have been a lot of fun. Signature Esports will be back in the league sessions here very soon, too. I'm going to start hosting some recruitment races toward the end of the month. I'm going to try to put out a tournament here beforehand as well. Lots of things in the works as I get back to regular work schedule, regular things after battling the big old C word, the 2319, however you want to call it, battling that and then having to take a lot of time to recuperate from that. Get myself back in the mix. But reminder, though, pinkit4.org. Make sure you get out there and find a way to donate to that cause. They're absolutely amazing. Uh-oh. Something blinked on me. Something blinked for me. We're supposed to be getting storms here, folks. So if for some reason the session goes down for me, I will continue to broadcast and try to get it up as much as possible. I can't control Mother Nature, so if our internet does go down for whatever reason, I will try my best to get it back up as fast as possible. So keep that in mind. I can't control those things. But everything blinked for me. That was weird. Hardly ever happens. Pace car's going to dive off. We're going to go back to green flag racing here. Chicagoland 143, 48 of 95. The halfway mark. There's still another green flag pit stop coming. It has to happen. Green again here at Chicagoland as the 4 gets a good jump. The 1's going to be right there. Trying to make it work. Michael York picking up the inside of the 95 as Keaton tries to work his way back to the front as well. Very fast early on, the 95 is. We will have to see how long he can hold those tires out. The 25 in the Eagles, the Philadelphia Eagles 25, right there to the inside of the 68. There's the 69 of Bradley Rivers right behind him. The 2 there as well, Ryan Cliver. They're all making it work 2 by 2. Balke, if McKinney lets Balke get out there kind of like he did before, let Balke run his line, you're going to see that one truck try to pull him back in as well. Overton Speed Shop, number 1, the Punisher truck there in that Ford. Has a 95 behind him. Keaton having a good day so far. You got to kick it off that line. You want to run as close to the line as you can if you're going to run the bottom, but you not necessarily have to run that line. Chicagoland, more of a mid and high line truck. You're seeing these drivers run the low line quite a bit. It's kind of intense to see. Randy Henshaw, he was back in 14th not too long ago. Well, he's in 9th right now. The 21 truck holding on to that midline. Going to utilize the draft. That's about where I normally run at Chicagoland, and I'm a long run kind of speed person. Usually after about 10 or 15 laps, you start really soaking it in and starting to find your line and starting to find your place and utilize the draft and the people in front of you. Cody McKinney doing just that right there behind the 4, starting to pull the 4 in, has the 95 behind him. And right now, all you got to do is let him make a mistake. You can use these 3 trucks to try to pull ahead and then battle it out later on if you can maintain. But realistically, you want the driver in front of you to make a mistake. The more that you hit the flat spot of the lower part of the front stretch, the more that you actually wear your tires out. You may gain some turning, you may gain some speed for a little while, but you end up losing more than you're gaining. So the 1 to the inside of the 4 for the lead here as they come around to complete lap 53. The 1 of Cody McKinney, a little bit faster here. It's going to pull a slide job up on the 4. 4 is going to be there to the bottom, and he's going to try to lead this lap. Does look like McKinney had the lead at the caution. George Jewell involved. We heard what happened there. The 07, looked like the 21 got in the wall. How did his engine blow? I'm confused. Hold the phone. Randy was running the high line there, and that's kind of where he was at. Let's take a look here real quick. And yeah, chase view. Here we go. All right. Here's George Jewell right here. So Randy's right there behind. Randy, I think on the corner exit here at 2, just gets close to the wall into 3. I think that's what happened. Yeah, he got a little closer to the wall than he wants, so it sticks in the wall. So George tries to get out of the gas, and then his engine blew. No. Here, cockpit view. Try this again. Oh, maybe downshifted. Oh, man, maybe he gripped the wheel and downshifted. Oh, George, my man. Cody McKinney will be your race leader. He was the race leader at the time of the race. Man. Dang, oh dang. Remember, if you get an opportunity, you want to donate to the stream, well, there's ways you can do that. Twitch.tv/Signature Esports. There's a donate tab on our main About page. You can donate there. If you're on Facebook, stars are the best way to donate. We don't have the supporter page thing yet, so, which is okay. That thing, you just gotta have a lot of viewers to see that. But on YouTube, I encourage you to go to Twitch. I don't think I have any donate stuff on Facebook. It's okay if you don't, though. Appreciate everybody out there for darn sure. Man. 56 of 95, fifth caution of the race. They were getting heated up. A little bit of wall contact and George Jewell. Man. Should be a safety on it. Something happened. Something happened with that. That's the only thing that it just sounded like his engine went through, like his odometer went through, his throttle went through the roof there. But he wasn't spinning the wheels. I mean, he was a little bit free. It looked like he got on the brakes and got a little bit free. I don't know that he downshifted or if it, I don't know. His engine blew almost immediately. So that might have been what happened there. Oh, downshift bites you in the butt. I've done it leading a race, trying to slow down for caution, and never forget this, leading an open race. I think we had like 11 laps to go or something like that, and it had been a green flag race, one of the official races, and I think it was at Chicagoland. I was leading and slowed down for the only caution of the race, and I get down to the pace car, trying to slow up, and I downshift one too many times, and there it goes. McKinney, Balky, Swain, Prosser, York, Carnathan, man oh man. T. Schaefer, love getting wrecked out. I don't know, man. I don't comment on those kinds of things, folks. For those who know or are out there watching, that's for the Discord. That's for the league. I'm here to call the race. I hate seeing folks get involved in stuff, but in my perspective, I just call it how it is and call it how I see it. If I see contact made, somebody gets into something. It's how I see it. If they get into the wall and then get into another driver, then that is kind of the way I see it. I don't sit here. Hey, I appreciate you in the stream. I absolutely appreciate you watching. Absolutely killer. Things are getting better as far as the stream quality goes. Able to stream a little bit better, a little bit more higher output. Green flag racing once again. McKinney and Balky in the number 4 truck back at it. 1-4-95-4 trying to get to the outside of the 1 here, trying to side draft his way through. But I think because they did not come to pit road, the 1's still going to have the better tires here. They're going to have the better run. 95 is going to be there. He's going to shove them down the backstretch. The 4 trying to get into the natural curve here. The 1's going to have it here on the bottom. Going to have to carry out to the high line here as the 4 might pull a crossover. not going to be able to pull that crossover. The 95 is going to be there all the way to the bottom. So now a little switcheroo going on. The 4 there trying to pull something out of it. 1, 4 to the inside of the 1. 1's going to use the midline. This is the line that I would traditionally want. 5's going to be there to the outside. York trying to pull something out here. It's going to be there to the back quarter panel of the 4. 1-5 outside, 495 inside. The 68 of Prosser there as well. Steve is driving that Chevy to the inside. A 5-way battle for first as McKinney trying to hold on to the outstretched hand of the free air, the clean air in front of him. That's what he needs. Tyler Werner in 15th, the 33 off a spot. Randy Hinshaw, he is trying to hold on. He had that little right side damage. Derek Schilling, the number 87, there in 13th, up 7. McLennan in 12th. Rivers in 11th. Looking at this little 4-pack running. Nick Goebel back up to 10th after he fell back in the very beginning of the race. Has the 88 of McLennan right there in 11th. Jurek in the number 76, holding on to that Ford, moving and grooving. Stan Carnathan, the number 25, trying to catch the main pack. He's right there as well. Any one of these drivers that are within a second and a half of the race leader at the moment, they're going to be able to make that work. Appreciate everybody out there watching. Of course, 1-5-95, the 68, and the 4. The 4 of Balky falls all the way back to 5th. And he's super fast on the start of the race, about 10-15 laps in, and you start seeing him, and now he has to kind of settle in, pick his way around some of the drivers. Some of these other drivers are utilizing that high line to be able to hold on to a better feel here. With about 33, 34 laps to go in the race, you're going to start really noticing who's going to be able to have that long run speed. They're going to have to come to pit road. They're still going to have to make a green flag pit stop. Even drivers that came in on lap 40 like Tyler Brown and drivers like Charles Jurek came in on 45, they're going to have to come to pit road. They're going to have to make a green flag pit stop. They can't make it all the way. Even Randy Hinshaw, the number 54 truck, can't go 44 or 42 laps on his. He came in on 54, so that would put him at 41, 42 laps. Luke Knupp coming to pit road this time by 63 of 95. They might be able to make 33, 34 laps make it work. Luke having to jump to pit. Something happened there. McKinney, York, Swain, Prosser, Balky, Cliver, Brown. The 25, the 76 of Jurek. There is Schilling in the number 87 truck. We're going to try to do our best to be on all 3 platforms for as long as we can, folks. Just keep that in mind. We're going to do what we can as long as we can. There's the 87 of Derek Schilling. He asked earlier if I was going to be on all 3 channels or on YouTube, and I said absolutely. Reminder that if you haven't followed us on Facebook, please go ahead and do so. That's where you're going to find pretty much everything that we're doing over here. McKinney, York, Swain, Prosser, Balky in 5th. Cody McKinney trying to win a race here. With a driver below. Is that the 9? It does look like the 9. Back out on track. Harvey Abrams in 18th. There is that Punisher truck. It wasn't Harvey, though. Who was that? Tommy. There you are. Hey, Tommy, you're back out there, brother. Keep going. Keep driving. I'm cheering you on. I'm cheering you on. Every position counts. That's for darn sure. Coda McKinney, Michael York, Prosser, Corbin Balky out there trying to pick off that 4th spot from the 95. Keaton Swain, super fast early, utilizing the 90 tires, doing what they can. They're battling back and forth. Ryan Cliver, that 2 truck, I think he and the 25 of, I was going to say Carnathan in the number 25, he's going to find a way around these guys. He came in on lap 39 with the rest of the field. He's just as fast as the race leader this last time by. And I think he's turning on the fuel. He is cooking with gas. And I'm not talking about a tailgate. NXT, NLM on the back, next level machines. I think this is what that is. They're into the next level motorsports. Coda McKinney, 0.5 of a second over the 5 truck of Michael York, who is still trying to carry that Semper 5, number 5. Rolling through the gears. Let's go through a little sounds. If you like it, turn it up. drivers are still rolling through. I call this one a little set. I know that iRacing started doing it, but I kind of did it a long time ago. I called it my Sounds of iRacing. Been doing that for a minute. Here's the number 25, Stan Carnathan. Right there in the 25 and 7th spot, right behind the 2. As Charles Jurek in the mix with him. Pinkett Ford, 24 laps to go now as they continue to have a phenomenal race. You know, one of these days, they're going to get all of that right. And I'm going to not have these issues. Pinkett Ford, we're gonna make it all one word. PinkettFord.org, 23 laps to go. They do have to come in for a green flag pit stop before you know it. And the Overton Speed Shop number 1 truck, smooth sailing at the moment. 22 to go now as they continue to have a nice long green flag run. I was talking about it earlier. Cody McKinney on a long green flag run. I thought he had this race. Now, Luke Knupp was giving him a run for his money. But I do think that that changed. Apologies, had to sneeze there. I do think that changed a little bit there. I know that he's in pit road right now. I think he might be out of the race. Van Scoik Jewel out of the race. Lacey Fry out of the race. Gasper Jetty out of the race as well. There are ways that you can save a lot here, but you can't save 20 laps of fuel. McKinney, York, Balke, Swain, Prosser, there they are. Ryan Cliver in the number 2 truck is starting to make progress. Biggest mover of the race right now. Bradley Rivers, the number 69 truck, up 10, but he's got a little bit of company. Man, oh man. Steve McLennan, the number 88 truck, up a spot or 2. Total of 5, started 18th. He's holding on to 13th right now. Randy Hinshaw is the driver in front of him. Randy was up, back up basically where he started in that right side, taking a big hit, big lick. Nick Goebel making some passes. He's going around the 22 right now. Nick Goebel came in on lap 39. He will have to come to pit road as well. Cody McKinney, 1.3 seconds, 1.25 on the screen there. But that's where he is at over the number 5 truck of Michael York. Corbin, the number 4 truck, holding on to 3rd. Pretty darn nicely here. Keaton Swain, the 95. Top 5 kind of truck all night. 68. I think he is utilizing more of that midline, trying to carry that long run speed. Maybe give himself a little bit more of a standing where he could be. Drivers are ready to pit road. The number 2 truck coming in for a splash and 4. I do believe splash and 4 is the way to go. 18 laps to go. Take tires. You might as well do it now. If you don't do it now, then I think you're going to end up hurting yourself in the long run. Cody McKinney, 1.5 seconds the difference over he and the number 5 truck. And McKinney trying to lengthen that distance. Top 10 still need to come in. Jaden Gimble, the number 8 truck. He is going to be one of those drivers. Corbin coming to pit road, the number 4. So he's going to pit from 4th spot and put himself in 9th right now. Jaden Gimble coming around. He's going to pass him for 9th. So he's going to fall back a couple of spots. Cody McKinney carrying very nicely. The number 1 truck, 1.8 seconds over the 5 of York. He will need to come to pit road very soon. Got the 40 in front of him. Here is our good friend, Mr. Schaefer. It's good to see you out there. So, Schaefer, I appreciate you getting out there running. Tommy Schaefer, you went from 25th to 22nd in the time that I checked on you last time. So every spot counts. Every position, every lap counts for something. And, especially when this is a points points type. You know, you want to make sure you get yourself into the playoffs here. Points are going to be the biggest battle that you're going to have. And it's going to be good to see what you can do out of that. Cody McKinney, 15 laps to go, trying to hold on to it. 39. They're completing lap 80, so that puts him 31 laps into his cycle. And everybody else, they needed to find a way. It looks like York coming to pit road this time by. Cody McKinney can decide when he wants to come to pit road. I mean, as long as he can get in and off of pit road super fast and not lose too much ground to the drivers with new tires, like the number 10, who is up to speed now, Michael York, Keaton Swain coming to pit road. Cody McKinney needs to find a way in and off pit road sometime soon, because if he doesn't, he will find himself in kind of the hurt pattern, I think. I think when it comes to being 10 or 12 laps to go, these other drivers are going to be up to speed. They're going to be ready to rock and roll. Like York is going to come off of pit road now. He's going to be a lap down. Maybe open for a caution. Maybe, you know, if a caution comes out, then you're only battling 6 drivers right now. As you're going to see Cody McKinney down the backstretch. Sneeze once again. So sorry, folks. Cody McKinney now coming to pit road. Good idea on that part. There's Charles Jurek. Charles came in on 45, so he's going to come into the pit road with Cody McKinney. Randy Henshaw might lead a lap here. It might be a goal for him. He came in on 54, so he's got a little bit of extra that he can do. There is Derek Schilling. He came in on 54 as well. Jaden Gimbel came in on 56, so the 81 in third now. Jaden's got a whole lot of nose damage there. Looks like he should be dropped up on Friday and picked up on Sunday. Cody McKinney off of pit road. He's going to be catching up here in just a moment. He's going to be getting up to speed. The driver he has to catch is going to be this guy right here who came in on 77. Stan, the 25. Going to be the fastest driver out there at the moment. Randy Henshaw needs to stretch 41 laps out of his truck. Don't know that he's going to be able to do that. So will Derek Schilling. So will Jaden Gimbel. Stan, the 25. The 4 of Corbin is going to be up to speed. He's going to have York there as well. York to the outside. The 95 is going to be there as well. Looks like Corbin's just a little bit free on the corner exit there. He's going to have the 2 of Ryan Cliver and Cody McKinney. 10 laps to go. And if you thought the racing was over, it's far from it. Randy Henshaw, your race leader. The guy who said, "Hey, Jason, what a broadcast." Much appreciation for him to bring me on. Part of the Pinkett Ford ownership group here. Part of the guys that really care about this league. They care about what they do here. I hear him clutching it in. He's trying to save some fuel. There's no doubt about that in my mind. He's trying to save some fuel. I'd be trying to save every little dimple of fuel I could get. 87 of Derek Schilling, 5.4 seconds the difference. And no doubt they're going to run as long as they can. Looks like the 87's a little bit free there. He's going to give up third to Jaden Gimbel. Or give up second to Jaden Gimbel. He's going to take, the 81's going to take over. Try to track down Randy Henshaw. Jeremy, were you the one that collected Shaver? Oh, yeah, whenever you hit the bottom of the apron. Yeah, it happens. It does happen. That's what he was talking about earlier. It does happen. It can happen to anybody. Cody McKinney making up some spots. We were talking about him being a long-run kind of driver. And now that he's gotten his fresh tires, he's ready to roll. He's there to the inside of the 5. And right now he's got two other drivers to kind of track down. Randy trying to utilize that pit strategy to the best of his ability. 54 laps on a mile and a half. Or he came in on lap 54. They've had a couple of cautions. Now, don't get me wrong. They have had a couple of cautions, but I don't know that he has enough fuel. And right now, the way that Carneth and everybody's working with 6 laps to go, I mean, he's clutching it in. Jaden Gimbel, he's catching up pretty quick, fast, and here in a hurry on the number 21 truck. Randy Henshaw did a 35.21 on his last lap, gave up 2 seconds to Jaden Gimbel, who ran a 33.54. But Keaton Swain ran a 2.5 second lap faster his last time by over second place. Derek Schilling holding on to fuel strategy here. That's going to be the drivers that are going to be the Keaton Swain. Gets around the 25. Cody McKinney gets around the 25. And right now, the 95 is the driver of choice to be trying to pass as Cody McKinney closes the distance. Is trying to do everything right. 5 laps to go. Trying to work his way back to the front. Jaden Gimbel out front now. New lead change. Randy Henshaw trying to hold on to fuel strategy. Try to make it work. They have 5 laps to go as Jaden Gimbel turns on the gas. Letting the 33 go by. I would be letting the 33 go by. I need a draft partner. Go, buddy. 81 out front. Randy Henshaw falling off pace. Cody McKinney, fast. Getting around the 87 of Derek Schilling. 4 laps to go. 6 seconds to make up. As we're seeing the 95 up into the wall right there. 95 off the wall. Keaton Swain taking a whole bunch of right side damage there. Cody McKinney to third. 3 laps to go. Trying to track down the race leader. Randy Henshaw, the 21. Right there in front of Cody McKinney. Jaden Gimbel not looking back. They drop it off on Friday, pick it up on Sunday. 81 Toyota. 3 now make it 2 laps to go. Cody McKinney picks up second over Randy Henshaw, who backs up to 5th. Trying to have his best finish of the race. 2 to go now. You can feel it. It's like the Jaws theme song coming at you. Is he going to be able to make it? I mean, 3.2 seconds the difference between Gimbel and McKinney. Gimbel utilizing the draft of the 33 here. The 81, 2.6 seconds. This is a quick game of cat and mouse. The Top Esports white flag's going to wave here, and the caution's going to come out beforehand. No. Oh, he was inches away. Caution. Inches away. 6 cautions, so we're going to have a green-white checkered. There's a caution that came out, and I don't even know why. It's not even telling me why. Let's see what happened here. What happened? Let's see. It says the 87. Tommy Schaefer came out. Did he run out of fuel? Hold on. Did Tommy blow his engine? I'm trying to see why the caution came out, folks. No, Tommy was down on... Oh, he blew his engine. Did iRacing throw the caution because he... That is the only thing that makes sense out of this. James, very close, man. And I think his engine blew, and when his engine blew, he's trying to make it to pit road. So his engine let go there. That's a long way to go around this racetrack. And so he was trying to make it as far as he can, and because iRacing considers the racing surface part of the backstretch, that's what brings out the caution. So the 81 looks like he's out of fuel. That's Jaden Gimbel. He's out of fuel. The 81 was going to be trying to make it on fuel. And no, he's not out of fuel. I can hear it. I think he's still running. Hold on. I think he's still going. Yeah, he's still running. He's waiting for the pace car. That's what he's doing. Splash and go 81. I agree. He's in on pit road. He did. He had to wait for the pace car there. So, yeah. Man, that would have been. I was, could Cody McKinney have passed him? That would have been the key there. So McKinney should be. He was in second. He should be a race leader. There's York. There's Cliver. There's Rivers. Cody McKinney. McKinney's in fourth. How is McKinney in fourth? I don't understand. Let me see what happened here. Oh, they entered pit lane. Oh, they came to pit lane. Gotcha. So Michael York, Ryan Cliver, Bradley Rivers, all there. Cody McKinney and company came to pit road. The 81, I don't know that he came to pit road. He came to pit road on 96. Maybe missed, I don't know. Think it would have gone down to the line at a slide job. James, I think I agree. I think I absolutely agree. I mean, he was 2.4 seconds ahead with the white flag, and the laps prior to that, actually, we can look that up. Cody McKinney on lap 94 ran a 31.963. Jaden Gimbel's lap 94, 33.543. So 2.2 seconds, the difference. That'd have been insane. That would have been absolutely insane. All right. Top esports, twitch.tv/TOPP esports.com. I think that's how it works for you. The white flag, which we like. And why is his logo not working? You know what? We're going to have to put it up. I want to make sure he has it. There we are. Ooh, hey, that's a little big. Hey, come on now. Let's not make it that big. Green flag's gonna wave. York gets a heck of a jump there. I don't know that Bradley. I think Bradley was trying to get to it. Cody McKinney all ready to third here. He just has to get to the 2 truck here, get around the 2 and get to the 5. And right now a big shove from the 1. As he's going to go outside line running to the 2 truck. Michael York leading. Another white flag's going to happen. Cody McKinney. Now, is the 81 with new tires going to make a difference in a grip? Oh, man. Caution, 7th caution. Cody McKinney. Yellow flag, so they're going to have at least another green-white checkered. Cody McKinney, I believe, was able to sneak it out right there. Looks like Tyler Brown, Nick Goebel, they went off track. Let's take a look here. Oh, the 24 trying to clear the 22 into the 81. Oh, man. There, let's just take a look. Okay, so the 81 was on the high side. He was right there behind the 76. That was for 8th and 9th. That's where he started. And a little chase view here going on. There we are. Goebel was there. Brown to the back quarter panel and to the 81. Oh. Poor Jaden. He almost won the race. And then had to come to pit road. A little splash and go action. Was trying to be able to make it work. Man, oh man. And when he came to pit road, he took tires. He did. He no doubt took tires. Oh, yep, that's where it was. He was in there. I have to wait for iRacing to catch up with SDK occasionally to see what's going on. Caution was going to come out. I saw the smoke back there, but I always wait for the no caution. Because sometimes there is no caution. Top Esports on Twitch. That's going to be the channel that you're going to be. The white flag. We're going to get it We're going to get the attempt a couple of times. I'm putting it up there for good luck now. Come on, white flag. Second attempt at a green-white checkered here. Cody McKinney is going to have some company in the form of Keaton Swain, who's very fast on brand new tires. And very fast, very early. But is that going to make a difference? Cody McKinney will have, I don't know, if Cody McKinney chooses the outside line, and I'm not trying to give any advice to anybody here, the 2 is going to be behind the 95, or in front of the 95, which means the 95 is going to have to make a move. Carnathan is going to be the driver in the 25 on the high line, which means that third and fourth are going to be battling back and forth. There's a lot of things to think about when it comes to what's going to happen here. Pull Kyle Busch. So he's as a crew chief, splash and go for the cars who are low and jump the start. Pull a Kyle Busch. Well, if it was an iRacing and this was real racing, it'd be a completely different story. They go iRacing giving you black flags for every reason that isn't a reason. Ryan Cliver, who came in on lap 77. See, Michael York came in on 100, which is, we're on lap 101, so he came in on this caution. Bradley Rivers in on this caution as well, so 10th and 11th, trying to get the jump on the drivers who've got 5 and 6 laps on their tires, but those are pace laps. We've only gotten basically 1 lap green. That's about as good as you're going to get. Lucky dog would have been Harvey Abrams, I do believe. Steve McLennan, actually. Let me take that back. Steve would be the lucky dog. He's going to be lap down still. Does look like. Yes, he is. Randy Henshaw, last truck on the lead lap here. Cody McKinney, 2 Fords, a Toyota, and a whole slew of Chevys in the mingled with Charles Jurek, who's in a Ford. Super happy about the 76. Get him roll. Forty's motor is blown. Oh, yeah, I saw that. Awful. Alrighty, another attempt at a green-white checkered here. I believe it's 2 attempts total for the series. The 1 needs to jump the start to win this race. I agree. He also needs to, and he's doing exactly what I said. Needs to be on the high line. Needs to let that 2 slow up the 95 a little bit, because you can't pass. You can't, on the low side here in iRacing, you can't pass to the low side. So he can, before they get to the start-finish line. So the 95 will have to, if the 1 tightens up to the 2 here, the 95 is going to have to jump in the middle, but the 25 is going to be right on the, you see it right there on the back bumper for the restart. 1, 2, 25, 95. 1 gets the jump. He's going to go. Green flag waves once again, and we are off like a prom dress, ready to rock and roll. The 1 does not care now. I believe the next flag will end this race. Stephen Prosser down. Says he crashed. We'll take a look at that here in just a second. 4 to the bottom side. Balky trying to close the distance. 2's going to be there. McKinney trying to hold on to the lead. He's got a whole slew of drivers there. Carnathan, the 2, the 95. Balky half a second. He came out of nowhere. Caution. And another attempt. So 3 attempts at a green-white checkered. That will be this will be the final green-white checkered. That was insane. Jaden Gimbel involved again here. Oh, he just had a dead truck. But we watched that right there. That had everything to do with what was going on with the 2, the 95, and the 25. We'll take a look here. How'd the 4 get up there? Corbin came in on 95 just the same. I kind of want to look at this restart here. I didn't even see him. I guess he was. He was in 6th. I didn't even think about him being a contender. I mean, he's super fast really early on as well. And here's a look at the restart here. So he was in 5th right there, balky that number 4 truck. Corbin having one heck of a race. Driving in, and they just can't get to the white flag. If Cody McKinney could have gotten to the white flag there, they'd been a different story. Down 3 wide. Cody McKinney trying to hold off a ton of drivers here. And it does look like the 2 is right there. They're 4 wide, almost 3, now 3 wide. The 2 and the 20. Oh, man. Oh, excuse me. Back that up just a little bit here. There's what happened. Here's the 95. The 2 down into the 95 here a little bit. As we look at the chase view. 2, just a little net code. You see the net code there. Almost ruining folks' race there. Man, oh, man. All right. Something happened to the 25? What in the world happened to the 25 there? Hold on, back up. Did 2 retaliate there? What happened there? Two coming around the 76 and the 5 here. He didn't retaliate, did he? Oh, his engine blew. Oh, and he was trying to, I don't know if he was trying to get down low. Got right into the 25 there. Oh, man. This is exactly what the leader wants to see as these fights in 2nd and 3rd, 4th base. Well, I mean, that's what I would want to see if the white flag was being flown. But we've had 3 attempts at a white flag here, and I know the next one will end it. So if there's a caution behind whoever's leading this next time by, then the race will be over. So it'll be the last attempt at a green-white checkered. And it will be kind of where it's at. That's going to be where it's at. And, yeah, I absolutely see it. Chicagoland feels that, yes, this one is Chicagoland is more of a super speedway. It's one of the fastest circuit. They talk about 1.5-mile tracks being super fast here, and so we were talking about yesterday. What was it? Texas being one of those, and was the track I was at yesterday with. I can't. And I'm having a hard time keeping up with my days. But I will tell you that Chicagoland, in my opinion, is one of the fastest tracks on the circuit. Chicagoland does drive like a super speedway, and it's more. It is more of a draft track, no matter what you're driving. So it's kind of going to be the way it is. eNASCAR Racing Association is going to be tomorrow evening. We're going to be back at that, the Next Gen Series again. That is going to be awesome. They're going to be at Watkins Glen. If you guys know me, I really like Watkins Glen, so I'm excited to see what they're going to be able to bring in the Next Gen cars. But right here, last attempt at a green-white checkered for the drivers. The 1, the 4, the 5, and the 25. Jurek's up there inside the top 5. And the 1 needs one heck of a start here. Really does. The 1 being your race leader. High line is where he's going to be. 4 is going to have to time this. And he is going to time it. The 1's going to get a good jump on the outside. If I were Cody McKinney, I would slide down in front of the 4 right away. That is the only way that he's going to be able to beat the 1 into the corner. And Balky is going to be there to the bottom. Different drivers, different kind of things. In this situation, I would have put Cody McKinney on the bottom line. Let Bulky get to the front, or be on the top line, because Cody McKinney could have pulled a slide up and try to run the chances here. White flag is going to wave this time by Top Esports. White flag. Cody McKinney worked his heart off, and he in the 4 truck, Radford off track, looks like. He and that 1 truck have been trying to battle their way, been the fastest truck all day on the long run, and now the 1 has to bump and run the 4 up, and the classic bump and run might have been their little bump to loosen them up. Who's going to win? I do believe the 4 won. Then McKinney, then York, then Jurek, then Bradley Rivers. And, man. That would have been a frustrating day to have all that happen. And then, but I mean, capitalizing on the situation, this was a great bump and run. We're going to look at this real quick from this view right here. Little bump, loosens up the 4, gets to the back bumper. Great bump and run. Going to try to race him clean, try to get to the door just a little bit. They both go down to the grass, and then the 1 comes up to, man, hold on. Let's back this up just a little bit. Let's see. Quarter speed. Doom, 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 boop. That's how it finishes right there. The 4, the 1, the 5. That'll be your top 3 finish right there. Man, oh man, that was exciting. He did bump him at the end. He got him loose. Should he have done that? No. Did he do it? Yeah. Still finishes second. But Corbin drives smart, very fast in the on the short run, and he made it work. That's what he did. He was able to make it work. Top Esports white flag got 3 attempts. Twitch.tv/TOPP esports.com or twitch.tv/Top Esports TOPPESPORTS no.com. Alrighty, let's talk to Michael York real quick, who was your 3rd place finisher here at the Grand Speedway that is called Chicagoland. Mike, talk to me about your race. You were there to capitalize at the end. You came in on lap 100, just kind of get yourself an extra set of tires, be a little bit fresher. You had to dodge a few bullets, a couple of green-white checkers. Just kind of just walk me through your day.
Yeah, man, that was pretty wild there, to say the least. I mean, congrats to Corbin for the win. Him and Cody looked like they were going to battle it out there. I wish I would have had a couple more laps, and they were dead in my sights. But no, man, it was a good race. I made the mistake in not pitting under that first green white checkered and got screwed. Then a couple of wrecks happened that put me right back in the position that I was in, and I had pretty good long run speed, but I think Cody was definitely the truck to beat, and Corbin played his cards right and got the win. So, I mean, shout out to him, man. That was fun.
It did seem like Corbin was a short run kind of driver, and Cody was able to drive, and you did so as well. You moved up 8 spots though. You started 11th, qualifying kind of mid pack, and being able to use the draft to get where you needed to. Is that kind of how Chicagoland worked out for you?
Yeah, man. I mean, I could tell pretty early on in the race, there was quite a few guys that had that short run speed with the pace that they were running. So my goal was just to play it calm and cool and just sit back and wait, after about 10, 12 laps, let them burn their tires off a little bit. And that's when I really started making up a lot of ground. Kind of changed a little bit as I found myself in the top 3 there at the, at the last about 50 laps or so. But, I had a really good battle with Cody, and Corbin was fast on the short run. And there was another guy, I think Keaton, he was fast on the short run. Steven was fast in the short run. So that was a pretty good race, man. I was pretty happy with my finish here. It's my 2nd race here, and I've known Randy and the IVRL guys for a pretty long time. So shout out to them guys. This is a fun league, man.
Well, it was
and shout out to you too for the broadcast.
Oh,
can't forget you.
Oh, absolutely. I love doing this. It's what I do best. Now I could have gotten in here and probably broadcasted and commentated and ran this race, because I really like Chicagoland. I'm pretty good. Not tooting my horn, but it's one of the tracks I actually like to drive. So But
Yeah, it was fun. It was definitely fun.
congratulations on a third place finish here. I know that next week is going to be a ton of fun. Actually, I was pulling that back up. I wanted to pull that back up and make sure that I had the, because I've got it on my notes. I just don't like to be like, oh, well, this is where you're going to be at. Kansas. So you're going to be at my local track here next week, Kansas, in the trucks. It's gone back to that high line running, so it's going to be kind of similar to what Chicagoland runs, but without that high speed.
Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to Kansas, man. I got the number 5. I'm gonna represent that Larson. I'm gonna run that Larson line and see if I can do better than third place tonight. I just didn't have the short run speed, man. Cody and Corbin definitely did. I don't know how Cody's able to maintain the short and long run speed. I had to pick one or the other, so I was banking on long runs and didn't really get him till the end. But looking forward to next week. Thanks, man.
You're welcome. Mike York finishes in third place, has a great drive off, and does a pretty darn good job of holding on to. Let's talk to the bump and run king, Mr. Cody McKinney. It was your race to win there, Corbin. Short run speed, I called it all race long, and you had the long run speed right there at the very end. Choosing the outside line, trying to take that air away from him. You had a heck of a bump and run out of 3 and 4. The right move just couldn't get right to him. Talk to me about your P2 finish and kind of how your race went today.
Oh, another one. No, it was a good race. I mean, all night long. Snagged the pole, and from there rode top, basically, I think top 3 all night, except for the green flag stops towards the end. But it was fun. I was a little nervous during practice because the speed wasn't there like it was during the week earlier this week. But yeah, got it together, and that last lap, I had a couple opportunities to give him the bump and run, especially in 1 and 2. He got a little loose, but I backed out of it. Wanted to try and race him straight up, and then I just had a big run getting in 3 and 4, and that was kind of my only option. I didn't want to wreck him. I just wanted to pop him out of line, and that was exciting. Yeah, I don't know what happened when Jay was leading. I don't know what happened there. He got the white. I even told my teammates that another P2. So I'm not sure why the caution came out and stacked them up again, but yeah, that second 3 white checker, that was definitely. I wish could have waited about 5 more seconds just to get the white, and that would have been it. Yeah, I mean, that's something we all kind of wanted to do as a group and as a league, and it was fun putting it together. It's kind of a last minute thing, but everybody did a great job, and I just hope it looked good on the broadcast.
I think we had some people tearing up out there, folks. What I was saying was congratulations to him for a P2 finish, and then a big special thank you for the tribute that happened before. Cody, we're going to see you next week at Kansas, and give your shout outs one more time out there.
Yep, sponsors over to Speed Shop, Brighton Kennels, Adeline Acres, teammates over at McKinney Racing, Big Worm, we call him, Jeremy, and my brother Joey and Randy, Ryan, everyone that helps behind the scenes to put this together, and especially you for putting on great broadcasts every week.
It's what I like to do. Congratulations once again. I'll see you next week, and we're going to go talk to Corbin, who man, he had a run. Congrats, my man.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Cody McKinney finishes second, and he had the truck to beat, but the short run king, this is the guy right here, Mr. Corbin, my man. You had the restart of all restarts right there. I talked about you having great short run speed. You were able to bury it down in there. First third of the race, it was your race. And then it just seemed like it was kind of working in your favor to get the short runs and get yourself back up in position. First green, white checkered, you made up 4 spots. Second green, white checkered, you started and made up 2 spots, and then this last one, or I'm sorry, you went from 5th to second, made up 3 spots, and the last one was just you and McKinney battling it out there. He had put a bumper and run on you, got side by side, and you come across the victor here.
Yeah, I knew as soon as he took the top, because he took the top earlier in the race as well, and so as soon as he did it here, I was like, just got to get a good jump, go through the gears, and if I can be underneath him going into 1, then this is my race to lose. And he used me up, 3 corners in a row, and I worked way too hard coming back from like 12th place to give that race away or to watch somebody else win it, finish in second. So I gave him a door coming off of 4, no shame in it, stuffed him in the grass, and did what I could.
I think there at the end that was was everybody. I was like, should they have done it? No, but did they do it? Yeah. They didn't collect. You didn't collect anybody else. It was a battle between you two. That was good door banging. He put the classic. He got you up the track, and pulled a bump and run on you, defending the lead. I can understand that. You're coming to the checkered flag. That was good racing. It was good racing in my opinion. And the frustration was there for him a little bit too, because he worked so hard in the long run to get himself where he was at, and then he was in, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 inches away from the white flag whenever the first caution came out. So that right there is where I can understand like if he had turned you, I probably would have. I could have understood that too, just understanding the overall big picture here. But you guys raced it clean. You had it looked like you guys had a lot of fun, and congratulations on a win here. I know that Kansas is going to come up next week, and it seems like the 1.5 are becoming your favorite.
Yeah, it's. I actually bought this track about 20 minutes into practice, so I got about 25 minutes of practice and then qualifying, and I should have been a lot higher on those first green white checkers. I made a really stupid mistake. People were talking, and I couldn't come over the mic and tell everybody, "Hey, I'm pitting under green flag," and I had Keaton right behind me, so I missed pit road entry under green. Had to go back around one more lap, take 2 tires to make up for it, and then I was just duck. So if there would not have been 3 green white checkers, I probably would have finished 8th or 9th. So that race, it could not have played out better for me. And it sucks that Nash, my teammate, got wrecked early on, but glad we could bring it home for turn 4 racing.
It would look like a good race for both of you, but you both were. I didn't really get to see all that happened to him earlier, but it just I think he got up into the wall. Something happened there, but it seemed like the outside wall was destined to be touched by everybody.
Yeah, I got into it a couple of times, working a little too hard.
Yeah, working the draft at Chicagoland, the 1.5 super speedway. That's what I call it. All right, my man. Well, congratulations on the race win here. Turn 4 racing for you. Give the rest of your shout outs, and I look forward to seeing you next week.
Yeah, thanks to turn4apparel.com, dailydrivers.com, the Indianapolis Club of Auto Racing, my teammate Nash at Turn 4, and all my friends that were on here watching the stream tonight. And thanks to you. I love watching the streams. I go back and watch every single one after I get done racing. So I'm going to look forward to go watch this one before I go to bed tonight. And looking forward to next week. Thanks a lot, man.
Absolutely. If I butchered your name again, I'm butchering today. I'm butchering names all day long. I had clients that I butchered their name all day long today too. So I don't
No
mean
problem, man.
I
I'm
don't
used to it.
I don't mean to. I've talked to you enough. All right, my man. We'll see you next week. Okay.
Thanks so much, man. Have a good night.
You're welcome. The number 4, Mr. Corbin. We're just gonna call him Mr. Corbin because what is that movie? The Fifth Element. Yeah, you're gonna be Corbin from The Fifth Element now. That's how old I am. All right, my man. Have a good
Works for
weekend.
me.
All right, brother.
Have a good night, man.
If he could be Bruce Willis, right? That's what it is. All right, folks. Big special thank you to everybody out there watching. We appreciate you. Give us a like, follow on all the platforms. Thank you to Top Esports on Twitch, pink4.org, the IVRL. Make sure you join their Facebook page, Facebook group to get a hold of them if you want to join some of their racing as well. Any of the people that we broadcast for, they all have great leagues that we love to be a part of. There's lots of growing pains with owning leagues. So as much as there is, we present the pretty package. There's a lot that goes on behind the scenes that these guys have to take care of. So think about that. Again, big hats off to our Grand Marshal of the day. That's going to be Richard Michael. He is our Grand Marshal. Thank you to him for his words of praise for the 13 lost in Afghanistan. And a big special thank you to each and every one of you getting out there, commenting, and being a part of the stream. We love and appreciate everybody out there. And every like, every follow, every star, every donation that I get, I want to thank everybody about that as well. We're going to get back to playing some games, regular games as well. But, the iRacing broadcast, that's my big forte here. So we try to make sure we keep that going as best as possible. I always say it at the end of the day, folks, it's racing, and iRacing is the platform of all platforms for that. In my opinion, I've played the NASCAR heats. I've played pretty much everything that you can think of, but iRacing is as unlike any other. That is for darn sure. Let's take a look at the race results for you real quick as Corbin wins it here. Then we've got McKinney and York 1, 2, 3. Jurek has a top 5. Rivers there in the 69 as well. Henshaw finishes in 6th, Schilling 7th, Warner 8th, McLennan 9th, and Carnathan in 10th, and Gimbel 14th, Brown in 17th. Joey McKinney finishes in 18th in the number 18 truck. And then down Van Squake finishes in 25th, Landon Lacey 26th. We watched what happened with him. That was an absolute heartbreaker. But he did at least get the helicopter award. That does happen. Nash Fry in the 27th, and then down to Mr. Jetty. My man, thank you for out there commenting and talking about the race. I appreciate you very much. Thank you to everybody for watching tonight. I appreciate you. Another one in the books. We'll be at Kansas next week for the IVRL. Next Sunday, we're going to have off for Labor Day. So thank you very much to everybody. Have a happy weekend if I don't see you. Tune in tomorrow for some Watkins Glen racing of the eNASCAR Racing Association. And of course, and always, if I don't see you, well, then have a good afternoon, good evening, and a good morning.